Welcome to South Central Regional Library's Safe Inside Your Walls program, supported by Safe at Home Manitoba. My name is Linda, and I'm a librarian who likes cool science things. Today, we're going to be looking at mixing colors and an optical illusion. Now, I think colors are pretty interesting. Sometimes, colors do things you don't expect. Maybe you saw our video about putting paint on wet filter paper and how that changes colors. If you put a drop of black paint or ink on really wet paper, you might have seen this too. Around the edges, the color kind of separates. So you'll see bits of red and purple and or maybe blue or green. Colors mix together in interesting ways as well. What we're going to do here now, instead of separating colors, is we're going to mix them. And we're going to mix them by spinning. I have some discs here with different colors on them, and we're going to spin them up and see what happens. Let's start with these three colors: red, yellow, and blue. These are called primary colors. You can mix them together to make other colors, but you can't mix other colors to make the primary. So let's start with red and yellow. Let's see if I can spin this up, and we'll see what happens when you mix red and yellow. Alright, there we go. Oops. So what you see when we're mixing red and yellow is we get orange. Orange is called one of the secondary colors because you get it by mixing two primary colors. How about if we mix yellow and blue? You might already know what that color is, but let's spin it up and see what results we get. When we mix together blue and yellow, we get green. Okay, so we saw the green. So, I have blue and red on this side. Let's spin that up and see what we get. There's our blue and red. And we get purple. Okay, so we saw what happens when you mix red and yellow, you get orange. When you mix red and blue, you get purple. When you mix yellow and blue, you get green. Those are the secondary colors. Now, I've put all three primary colors and all three secondary colors on this wheel. What happens if we mix them all together? Okay, what does that look like to you? To me, it looks like a kind of a brownish gray, something like that. And I'm thinking that if we mix the colors in different proportions, so we put in more of the dark colors, maybe we get something that was maybe more brown or maybe more black. It all depends. It's not just what colors you mix, it's how much of each you mix together. All right. I have one more disc here. This one is a little more complicated than the rest, so I made it bigger. It's called a Benham's disc. It's named for the toy maker who made spinning tops with this pattern on it. One half of the disc is black, and the other half is white with these black arcs on it. So what do you think happens when you spin it up? When you mix black paint with white, you get gray. But this is a little bit different. This is an optical illusion. Not everyone sees the same thing. Some people only see black and white, but some people see circles that are slightly colored, dark blue and red. Can you see them? We'll change the speed and see if it helps if the disc spins faster or slower. Do you see it now? What about if we change the direction the disc is spinning? Now, I see the colors in different places. As I said, This is an optical illusion. We're seeing things that aren't really there. If we stopped the disc, we would still only see black and white. These colors, when you see them on the spinning disc, have a name. They're called Fechner colors, after the German scientist who first wrote about them. Now, the really interesting part about this is that back in the 1950s or 60s, when TVs were still all in black and white, somebody spun up a denim disc on a TV show for the studio audience, but the people at home saw the colors on their black and white TVs. Scientists can't explain exactly why we see Fechner colors when we look at black and white patterns like this that move or flicker quickly. They think it has something to do with the way different parts of your eyes see the different colors and how long it takes them to react to changes. Maybe one day you can be the one to figure it out, and then you can explain it to us. Thanks for joining us for the Safe at Home Manitoba program. Stay safe inside your walls.